Do you realize that every single thing that you do in your business impacts your business numbers? And if it impacts your business numbers, it means it impacts your profitability. Hey, badass business owners, my name is Tammy, and I'm here to help you grow your business, but more importantly, grow those profits. Now, I want you to go along on a journey with me, okay? I want you to pretend like you're in your car with your family and you're on a trip and you happen to realize that, hey, everybody's hungry. We're going to pull off the road and we're going to go eat at some place. So you get to this place and one of you has to go to the bathroom because it has been a long drive, right? So one of you go off to the bathrooms, and when you get there, you find out that this restaurant's bathrooms are pretty disgusting. Dirty, like someone hasn't been in there to clean it forever. Dirty paper towels on the floor. Looks like people have had accidents that haven't been cleaned up, whatever the case may be. So you kind of like, do I go? Do I not go? But meanwhile, while you're going to the bathroom, your family was just seated by somebody that grunted at them and then grabbed some menus, sat them down and handed them these menus. And you know those menus that are like sticky the minute you get them and you're just like, I don't even want to touch these menus. Now, let me ask you a question. When your family gets back together, so when the bathroom people come back and you're sitting there at the table with your little sticky menus, what do you think is going on in that conversation? What do you guys think about this restaurant that you have just came to, that you just sat down with? So far, it's probably not the best, right? Because now your mind is going to start wondering, going, man, if these menus are this sticky, if the table is still not clean, stuff on the chair maybe, the bathrooms are disgusting. You have to make a decision in that moment, right? Do you just get up and go? Because right now you don't have any confidence in that business. You don't know what behind the counter looks like. You don't know what the kitchen looks like. Is it going to show up on Kitchen Nightmares? With all that chicken that's been in there forever and a day and just disgusting pouring whatever, if you've ever seen that show? Or because you're starving, do you just keep eating and you decide to move forward? Here's the problem. That business is probably getting business because of other travelers like yourself. But how much business are they losing because people that just get up and walk away? They just, they're like, yeah, I'm out. I don't want anything. Or maybe you would have ordered something huge, but because you've already sat there, you don't want to inconvenience them. So you ordered the basics. You let the kids eat something small, or whatever. So you don't spend as much money as you would have had you had a better experience. Absolutely impacts the business numbers and hurts them. The business might just, like I said, think they're doing okay because they're getting all these travelers that stop. But how much better could that business be doing? How much more profit could that business be making if they realize that every single thing they do impacts those business numbers? It's no different than when you go to a gas station. I have talked many times about how I love a QT, and I've been hearing this rage of these Buc-ee's that are out there, and they seem like they offer an amazing experience as well. What's great about both of these, and the reason that people talk about them and will go out of their way to go to them, is the exact same thing. It's the experience the customer is having. So by them creating this experience, what ends up happening is it impacts those numbers, right? Because more people are there, more people want to buy stuff, people feel good, they want to experience what it is that these businesses have to offer, and they have a good time. So they spend more money, increases the revenue, and ultimately increases the profits. Let's say you go to your favorite store and they have displays and you want to buy something, but you need to kind of look at the display to decide which one's the right one for you. But let's say you get there and the displays are broken and scuffed up, missing parts or whatever. What's going to happen? You're probably not going to buy, or you may skip that experience because the displays of what they did is impacting their sales, because once again, now you don't want to buy it. You can't purchase it. You can't make an informed decision to be able to do it. Once again, displays kill them. Or how about you go to another store and the shelves are perfect and everything looks good? You're just going to grab the front one and go, right? But what happens when they're dented or the bags are tore up or the cartons are dinged or bashed? You go for the 1, 3, 4 back, right? And you pull it, or you just skip it altogether because you don't know if yours is going to be missing something as well. What about your website? Your website, someone goes to your website and they're trying to figure out if you can solve their pain point, but your website doesn't tell them what it is that you do. Or maybe there's not an easy way to be able to contact you. I was looking at one just this morning that I was wondering where they were located at. And believe it or not, their website had nowhere on it where they were located. I actually had to reverse Google it to be able to find out where they're actually located. But do you think they would put that on their website? Nope. All right. But how many times have you also sent an email to someone from their website? You fill out that little form and they never get back to you. Once again, all kinds of lost sales, all kinds of mistakes that people are making that are impacting their business numbers and ultimately impacting their business, their profit of their business. I could go on and on with all kinds of stuff. I mean, it could be something as small as you make a decision in your business to go spend $500 on some advertising. But instead of taking that advertising, you just throw it out there to all kinds of people instead of saying, hey, this one community has the best opportunity to use me. In which case, if you would have targeted the one community, you would have increased your sales and your profits versus spraying it out to all kinds of people that would never in a million years use you. Once again, wasted opportunity. You're throwing away money, impacting your sales and your profitability. The whole purpose of why I wanted to talk about this today is because I think you need to change something in your brain. I want you to think about every single action that you take in your business, every single interaction with your customers, everything that your customer or client touches, every single bit of it impacts your business and impacts ultimately your sales and ultimately your profits. And a lot of times people don't want to talk about their business numbers, and I'm huge on telling you, you need to pay attention to your business numbers because your business numbers hold the key to your success. Because ultimately, yes, we want all the sales that we can get, but at the end of the day, it is a profit game. Okay. I say this all the time. It is a profit game, not a sales game. I want you to have as many sales as you can because that leads to more profit dollars. But if you do a lot of sales and they're not profitable, it does you no good. So I want you to start looking at every single thing you do in your business. I want you to really pay attention on a daily basis to what you're doing, to what your employees are doing. I want you to think about the customer experience and what they're going through. I used to have this analogy I used when I used to oversee Home Depot stores. And I'm like, if you think about a customer's experience with a typical Home Depot, right? They're getting in their car and they're having to work their way and drive over there. Then they're going to have to fight the parking to find a parking space because the carts are all over the place. So just from not having someone put away the carts, they're already having a bad experience because every time they drive around trying to find a parking space, they finally find one and it's full of carts. We're already making them frustrated before they even get into the store. And then as they start to come into the store, if the trash is piling over before they ever come in, they're thinking, wow, okay, this place is disgusting. They haven't even gotten in the door. Then if they come in and nobody even says hi or greets them or anything else, that we're compounding decision after decision after decision with what that customer's experience is going to be. Never mind when they're trying to find what it is, they can't find someone to help them, or when they do find somebody, they're like, that's not my department. There's all kinds of things that go on with our customers' experience through our business. And what I'm finding is that a lot of people don't think about those things. They think, okay, if I just show up and I do a good job, I'm going to make a lot of money. Yeah, and not always. All right. Sometimes you're accidentally making good money, but you've never really sat back and said, what is the experience that people are going through? What are the decisions that I'm making that are impacting those business numbers, that are impacting my profitability? There's so many different aspects that I really want you to start thinking about when it comes to your business. So do me a favor. Think about the customer that you serve. Think about the experience they go through. Think about how do they find you? What when they do find you, what did they go through? If you have a brick and mortar, oh my gosh, please start doing exterior walks of your building and just getting into your building, and then look at your shelves and look at your products and look at your bathrooms if you have bathrooms. If you're a service-based business, I mean, who shows up at their doorstep? What kind of experience do they have? Do you clean up after yourself when you're done? One of the big complaints you hear all the time is that, they did a great job installing X, Y, or Z, but they left this mess behind. They didn't clean up, or they didn't even tell me they were going to stack these over off to the side, or whatever the case may be. It happens over and over and over. And I want you to be able to step back and say, man, my business numbers, when I'm looking at them, they're not what I want them to be. I'm not as profitable as I want to be. I want you to go all the way back to the beginning and think about that customer experience that's impacting your business numbers, because you're making little decisions all day long that are impacting your numbers, and you are costing yourself sales, and ultimately you're costing yourself profit. And that's not what we're here for, right? Ultimately, we're here to run a business. Now, I know I'm sounding like a broken record at this point, but I really want you to have this as a thought process as you're going through things. All right. And with that, I am going to get out of here, and I will be back next week so we can talk more about your business numbers and how to help you become even more profitable. Bye for now.